Neshama, what confession is made. Your reason, when you have your neshama, you're not reasoning what type of decision, what type of life you will have. John 10:10. What John 10:10 said. Hear what it says. A thief come only to steal and to kill and to destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it more what? Abundantly. This is Christ. Christ came to what? That you may have what? Life more abundant. How would you have life? You gotta literally take what he has left for what? For us to embrace. You gotta take it. And now your expression in this realm, in this world, must be like his. His mind got to be your mind. You must follow those who follow the precept and the teachings of Yeshua. That's right. You can only follow him. This is why Paul say, follow me. The things you see me do, and this is why he told Timothy to find good men, the principle of 4. Find good men and pass on that which I have taught you unto good men. So it's Paul, Timothy, good men, and pass it on to good men. The principle of 4. Once you have the principle of 4, you have the whole equation of creation working for you. The 4 elements that cause all things to come into being, which goes right back to the Adam. Ooh, it's another time. The last one, your head. Yaheda. Yaheda is that of the aspect in Hebrew culture which connects you with God. This aspect of your soul is what connects every single person with God. You see, this is why we live in a culture where they say now, and a lot of people will be asking, so now what about the people who never heard about God? They never even relate with God. How are they to be judged? They never learn about God, they never hear about God. So now who's responsible for them? Who's responsible? Who's responsible for these people?
The ones who know.
Right, but okay, the gospel never went to them. They never heard about the gospel. There is a psalm. A psalm. They say the Lord is my shield. My shield. Find it for me, please. Who could find it for me? A psalm. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. The exact the Lord is my shield. No, my shield. My shield, and just put in the word shield and you'll find it. Most people in this world, they say Psalm 18. 28. What's it?
28:7. The Lord is my strength and my shield, my heart trusts in him.
Strength.
The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer.
Which one you had? Psalms what?
I have 18 too, but it doesn't really say. It says the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer and my God and my strength, in whom I will trust.
And what's your next one? Psalms 18.
The Lord is my strength and my shield, my heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart beats for joy and with my song.
Lord is my shield, my rod and my shield. Huh? Psalms 81. What's Psalms 81? 91 or 81? Yeah, go ahead. What are you saying, Faith?
It's in Psalm 91, verse 4. It says, He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. I don't know if that's the one you're looking for.
Shield and buckler. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. But what I want to say is that.
Or is it?
What?
Is it a Proverbs? Every word of God is flawless. He's a shield to those who take refuge in him.
No, it's a psalm. It's a psalm. It's a psalm. But Sheila has its connotation there. But what I want to say is that just as with all persons, like even before Christ came into being, what I say? How are they going to be judged? How are they going to be judged fairly? Because they never knew about Yeshua. Now, is that true? Is that consistent with who the Creator is? Now, if it's conditional, if God is not who He says He is, then how can these people be judged? How can these people be judged? What does Romans 1 says? The law of Hashem is what? Is written upon the heart of every man. The law of Hashem. Right? It's there accusing him and excusing him. That's Romans 2:15. Right? So now, Yahweh is what connects all mankind with the Creator. So don't matter where you are, when you look up at the cosmos, all these guys in the 1800s and the 1500s, what they did from the West, Plato and Aristotle, these men prior Christ, we're talking about, and Socrates, these guys were 430 AD, that's before the Common Era. So now, and we see these men are writing concept and ideas concerning reality. We're talking about tabula rasa, a prior, a priori, all these different ideas and concepts where we have these axioms that we relate with and to in our society. It's not something that they created or come up with. It is what they observe in reality, because these axioms are known just based upon existence, and they now could have apprehended and know that there are, as Plato said, forms up there. Forms, many forms, and he related these forms to God because he had a panoply of God and maybe practicing henotheism, which is a hierarchical subset of God, because we know that is how Greek mythology is told. And then we have Aristotle, who is a student who come and had something dialectically opposite to what Plato stated. Plato said there is an intangible realm, and that's the real realm. This body is what is the drag, and Aristotle said, no, all there is just matter, and matter existed for all eternity. So then that's the dilemma from since then, and every philosopher after that came about. They were footnote on Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates, although Socrates never wrote anything, he never wrote anything. However, we know Plato extrapolated all those ideas in his dialogue with Socrates. So now what we find that men who never met Christ, they have an understanding of the way things ought to be in reference to humankind, in reference to this element of life and justice and law. But once it's only viewed through the eyes of men, it's going to be controlled, manipulative, and also structured in such a way once you don't have knowledge. What is knowledge? What is knowledge? Who can tell me what is knowledge? Information. You say information. Come, who can tell me what is knowledge? What is knowledge? Knowledge is justified true belief. And that is what we were to universities and college and institution for, to get justified true belief. But how do we know that what knowledge is justifiable and true? How do we know? When we don't argue, when we don't have a debate, when we don't have a concept and a view of ideas in reference to what we are being now given as what? As truth. Why should you believe what I am telling you is the truth? Is the ideas that I'm communicating and I'm proposing to you, is it justifiable? Is it a justifiable true belief? Is it? And this is the question we ought to add. Knowledge, justified, true belief. So it must be justified first for it to be true. Belief meaning it must have this correspondence for it to be true. So then you must have an identifiable object in order to relate with that which is communicated concerning knowledge. And knowledge in itself is a subsect of our existence, which only relate with the transcendent. And that transcendent realm is where we have and we get all our communication. However, it's not foreign to us, but we relate and we identify with it, because knowledge is not something that cannot be known. For us to say we can't know knowledge is what? In itself, a flawed statement. To say we can't know knowledge is to claim the knowledge of that which you don't know. So you could know so much about a thing. We could be limited in the capacity of what we know concerning a thing. However, that does not mitigate or alienate us from knowing the truth. So now when Christ says, all tongues shall confess and every knee shall bow that he is Lord and he is the only life source for all humanity, I say, manicui. For all humanity, prior the cross and after the cross. You see, Christ is the central compass for all humanity, and it deals with the very soul, the neshama, the nephesh, the ruha, the neshama, the hayeh, and the yahed. The yahed. That which connects you. You ought to connect that dot. You have that responsibility. So none is without excuse. Somebody find Romans 2:15 for me.